Hey guys, this is Wheels Not Heels' husband, and she said you were sending them done to her Yamaha FZ6r. And so, of course, you can see her camera mount for vlogging right there on the front. We suspended that off the the mirror mount, and these mirrors that she put on are actually from Ninja. I guess it's a pretty easy interchange. You keep the rubber from the original mounts and mount the Ninja mirrors right in the same spot. It gives her a little bit better visibility behind her. We also put on the smoked bubble windshield. It used to be clear, you know, comes stock clear, and the dark windshield looks a little cooler. It's just got the one single headlight. I suppose you could buy halogen bolts for that or whatever. We haven't really done anything with that. Move in on the controls. On the right we have what is it called? What's the ASV brake lever. Gives a lot better leverage and adjustability, closer or farther away from the grip for different size hands, and it gives her a lot more leverage braking. And then the big thing on these bikes, the clutch was originally pretty hard to use, and she put a righteous clutch lever on it. Hope you can see it there. It's kind of black on black. It's a shorter clutch lever, but it has the geometry of its pivot there. Gives you a lot more leverage with that, even the shorter lever. So it's a heck of a lot easier to use. A lot less tired hands and everything, because the stock clutch on these kind of a little bit hard. It's just a cable clutch, not hydraulic or anything, so a little harder to pull, and that lever helps a lot, the righteous lever. We also put the frame sliders on it. She actually got the chance to use them once already, so got a little bit of scratches on them. There's a little accident she had. Another thing we have put on it is the righteous, or what is it called? The Two Brothers exhaust. Yeah, Two Brothers. And we'll start it up here at the end, let you hear that. But pretty quick and easy install. The exhaust fit together really nice. Use all the stock hangers, no modifications to the bike at all. Now you got to take all the fairings off and stuff, but pretty quick 2-hour install on that. Yeah, if you're thinking about adjustability on these bikes, the dog bones on the handlebars can go either forward or backwards, so it moves them a little bit farther away or a little bit closer to you. And of course you can rotate your bars any way you want. And then the seat has a high and low position. Basically there's a little piece of plastic tray underneath the seat, and it depends on which way you put it in, which holes you use. Push the seat up a little bit or down a little bit by half an inch, 3/4 of an inch, something like that. And it's the stock. It's not the stock seat. It's a comfort seat. A little bit thicker padding, you know, a little bit easier on the bum. And the rear cowling used to be a rear seat. We took the seat off, put this cowling on, because you never rides to anybody back there, and it's just a little better look. But
if you do, the suspension should be.
Oh yeah. If you do have somebody on it, the suspension, you've got some adjustment on the spring on the shock. You're gonna have to need it set it up pretty high setting, because can't carry a whole lot of weight on one of these bikes, you know. So 600, so you got to consider it wasn't really made for the passenger or for very long distances.
She was also asking how hard it was to remove and replace the bulb, the light bulb on the front.
Oh, the headlight bulb?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta get your hands up in there. But yeah, I think I'd nick my finger a little bit, release a few swear words, trying to get that bulb in and out of there. But yeah, it's not too bad. Pretty.
The wind is kind of strong at times with that fairing on there.
Yeah, you don't get a whole lot of protection of the wind, the small windshield.
These plastic pieces are sometimes hard. You have to take them all off to do certain adjustments, right?
Yeah, and the oil change and everything, you gotta take off one side of the fairing. So getting the screws lined up just right and getting all the little attachments in there can be difficult, but just like any bike.
It shows kilometers per hour as well as miles per hour on the gauge.
Yeah. And we also have the fender eliminator, where normally there's a bit more of a fender coming out past the rear brake light, and that all gets unbolted, and there's a little license plate mount, sort of license plate light holder, just a small deal that went back in its place. And then I had to build a couple of small brackets to suspend the turn signals off of to keep the stock turn signals on it. If you're going to smaller turn signals, there's already kind of a mount there, but we kept the stock ones for a little more visibility.
I think they call them indicators.
Indicators, turn signals.
Did you show them the chain?
Oh yeah, we got the fancy red chain on the other side. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it in the shadow. But just we had to get a new chain. The chain lasted what, about 6,000 miles?
A little bit more than that.
Maybe a little more than that, and started binding up and everything. So we put a fancy new red chain on there. Your oil filter is right beneath the clutch housing there. So you got to take the whole side fairing off and everything just to change your oil, but not too bad of a job.
It does not have hazard lights. I do not know if the new ones have them, but this one does not. It's an 09.
09. And she's about to start it up for you to hear the Two Brothers exhaust, and that'll be it.